hello. I'm Victoria from Biblio Lifestyle. We have Becky. Say hello, Becky.
Hi, I'm Becky. I'm from Too Stupid to Live.
And we have Kelly.
I'm Kelly, and if you follow my Substack, it's Fiction, Feminism, Fat Girls.
Yes, we love all those things. And also, we love chatting with you. So let us know in the comments, where are you watching us from? I see a hello from Extra Board Thoughts. Hello from my friend Laura, who will be popping in soon. And if you're just joining us, say hello too. Let us know in the chat, what books are you reading and what are you watching? Because I just high level gave you the topics of everything we were gossiping about. But now we want to talk about, what are we reading and what are we watching? And we're going to go with Becky and Kelly first, and then we're going to bring up Laura and Francesca. So we're testing out the limits of Substack Live. Okay. So, Becky, what are you reading and what are you watching right now? Like, what's catching your attention?
Right now, what I'm reading right now is actually I'm reading The Hating Game, which I know I'm like a few years behind. But I'm gonna be on the Ready to Be Romance podcast, and we're reviewing that book. So we're reviewing the book and the movie. So that's my homework read. Right now, I am really into Below Deck on Bravo. Obsessed. I am obsessed. All and so actually I was gonna ask you guys, like, if you know of any yacht romances. I think that's my thing now. I want to read a yacht romance.
There definitely is a series, and you know what? Laura will be the one to talk
Laura
about it
will
because
know. I can
Laura,
see the cover. Was it Shipwrecked? I know.
yes,
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I read one that was like it was called The Billionaire's Baby, and I was like,
Mhm.
oh, it took place on a yacht, thank God. But like
Annika
There are
Martin
not
also,
women.
yeah, Annika Martin also has one of her I mean, they're always around billionaires, right? But she has one in her billionaire series. I think it's The Billionaire's Fake Fiance, where they like jet set off to be on a yacht. But yeah, see, I knew Laura would
yeah,
have an entire collection of them.
absolutely.
Laura will be sharing. So Laura Substack, what to read next. Again, if you're watching this, if you follow me or any of us, you'll find Laura's Substack recommended. She said she will be sharing a list on her Substack. If you know any yacht romance recommendations, let us know. Laura says there is Below Deck from Tara
Oh,
Sivek.
Mhm, mhm.
Francesca says Moti on the Water by Layla Attar. So there we go. We have some yacht romances, but again, Laura is promising to share some yacht romances with
We
us.
love
But
it.
Kelly, what are you reading? What are you watching? What are you loving?
So I feel like I actually just finished a series and I really enjoyed it. And I'm going to Sports Romance Con in Minneapolis at the end of the month. And even though I'm going to be signing there, I'm also trying to like read as many, books by other authors because I'm a reader first. So like I want to read as much as I can. And so I've been kind of slowly working my way through some of the authors that are attending. And what did I just downloaded The Tomboy and the Captain by Ginger Scott. And I'm only a couple chapters in, but I also kind of like to mix between like nonfiction and a fiction read. So I'll like read a little bit of fiction. I mean, honestly, whenever, but nonfiction I'll read like first thing in the morning just to kind of like get me going. So to go from The Tomboy and the Captain to my nonfiction read, which is Men Who Hate Women, wild, but
Oh my God.
it's really interesting. By Laura Bates, and it's all about kind of like incel culture and like how that's like impacted like relationships today and everything. And it's really interesting. I was on the library wait list for this one for like 10 weeks. So clearly I'm not the only one that's wanting to read about that.
No.
Um, yes, but otherwise enjoying the sports romance and then watching, I mean, obviously I'm watching the new Love is Blind because it just came out on Friday. And
Mm.
I went to a Galentine's Day dinner on Friday night. And did we speed watch all 6 episodes? Absolutely, because we found that this specific group of daters is on the more boring side. And so we did fast forward through a good amount. But that being said, it is available to watch, and I think they did cast it in Minneapolis this time, so it's kind of like a different demographic, different part of the country. I'm enjoying that thoroughly.
Listen, I'm just about to say, NBC Universal, you need to cut us a check because we had Below Deck recommended by Becky. We have Kelly recommending Love is Blind. And I
Yep.
was just about to say, for me, I'm watching Housewives.
Of course, yeah, yes, we're all watching Housewives, I'm sure.
I'm watching Housewives. Okay, outside of Housewives, the only other show I'm actively watching now, I have things I want to watch, but I
Mhm.
don't have the time. But Traitors is
Yep.
appointment television for me. Again, NBC Universal, you need
Yep.
to cut us a check. But Traitors is giving me life.
Yes.
I never watched Survivor. I never watched Big Brother. I don't know any of that stuff. But on Traitors, we have Boston Rob,
Oh,
and Boston Rob, sorry if you don't want spoilers, but Boston Rob got voted out. And I'm sure
thank
even if you're
God.
watching, you're
Thank
like,
God. Yeah.
you know, he was going to get voted out anyway. But you're not saying thank God. Listen, I was kind of cheering for Boston Rob there. I have to
No.
be honest.
After what he did to Bob the drag queen?
And Wes Bergman. I'm a Wes fangirl because I
But see,
used to
that's the
watch the
thing. I
challenge
don't
and work on
know
the
these,
challenge.
but that's the problem. I don't know any of these people. Like
Yeah.
from a strategy point of view, I see what he was doing. So I
Yep.
was just like, oh my gosh, I want, because I feel so true
Messy.
story. I do believe he would have taken Carolyn to the end. I really believed he
I don't
would
know.
have, because the thing is, he needed to gain her trust. He didn't have time to
Mm.
gain her trust. The person, okay, that I am actually against, and I can't believe I'm saying this because the truth is, look, I'm one of those black people who root for everyone black. Okay, let me just say that. But I don't like Danielle. I'm not liking Danielle. I want her voted out.
No,
Because my thing is, it's going to be either her or Carolyn. And the only way Carolyn is going to be safe is if she's gone. So I am here.
I agree.
I'm Team Carolyn. So unfortunately, Danielle has to go. She
I'm
has to go.
I'm with you on this one because I don't know if have you watched the previous two seasons, Victoria?
Yes, all of them.
Okay.
I'm a
Yeah.
stand.
I'm caught up too, and I've watched all of them, and I thought it was really interesting. Alan Cummings, who, if people don't watch, is the host and is also one of the most fabulous men ever to live. Um,
Fabulous.
he he even did an interview where he's like, "Yeah, the traders this season are messy. Like they are
Messy.
not good at being traders." And I agree. And there's something really fun about that because I think
Yes.
actually the traders from season one were so fantastic.
True.
Season two was like a little in between. It had like its
Yes.
ups and downs.
Yes.
This season, it is just messy, messy, messy. And so it's kind of great because depending
Yes.
on if you're a new watcher or not, you can come in at whatever season you want and
Facts.
just try and see what works for you. So I am loving it. I'm glad they sent Boston Rob's ass home. In fact, I wrote about traders in my newsletter a couple weeks ago.
Okay, Laura says, I think the season is boring so far. I know that's Love is Blind, so she may just have to watch it
It
at
is.
time and a half speed. Laura also said, Wes is good with villains, so I have
He
no
is.
idea. The
He
last thing
is.
I'm gonna say, oh, last thing I'm gonna say on Traitors is love Alan Cummings. I love how they're making it feel different and throwing in different things because I know a lot of people are kind of afraid saying, oh, it's gonna be same thing, rinse and repeat. But it is feeling different. I love that the Traitors are actually bad this year. I do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm hoping Carolyn will get there. The only person who's going to ruin it for Carolyn is Danielle, which is why we need Danielle gone. I was gonna say something else, but I'm forgetting. But I'm really excited to just
Yeah.
kind of see how it plays out. I'm excited to see the UK version when we get the UK version because I love the UK version. I know lots of Americans
Yeah.
are saying it's regular people and they don't have like the celebrity pull that the American version does. But that is the exact reason why I love it. Exact reason why I love it.
And you have to
So
remember too that like everybody who's playing from Survivor and Big Brother and stuff, like they were all normal everyday people too before they went on that show. And that's like what gave them their celebrity dumb.
But
And
that's
so,
the extra thing they have now in the
yeah,
Traitors house versus like UK Traitors. This is their first game, their first TV
yeah.
anything. So that's what I'm loving. But
Okay.
Becky, who are you hoping will win Traitors? Do you think a traitor will win? Do you think a traitor converted will win? Like,
Ooh, who am I hoping will win? I mean, let me think about this. Um, I mean, Bob the Drag Queen is one of my favorite performers.
oh,
No.
that's what I was gonna say.
So
I know exactly.
I love
Hmm.
I love them on Drag Race and
Mhm.
on oh god, the HBO documentary was so good. I even
Mm.
saw them, like, they did a live like show, and I'm like, so I feel like my heart is still a little, even though they went out so epically, like my heart's still a
So
little,
good.
but
Okay.
yeah.
Stick up. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I just remembered, and I want to say it before I forget. It's when you said Bob the Drag Queen. What I wanted to say was about Bob the Drag Queen. I don't know. I don't watch Drag Race, so I don't know Bob. But one, very fabulous,
Oh,
Oh,
fabulous,
yeah.
impeccably dressed. However, comma, but the drag queen was going after the housewives. He got rid of Chanel Ayan. He got rid of Dorinda. Like, I cannot co-sign that because I'm a
Yeah.
housewife stan. So that is the reason why. So when you said Bob the drag queen, I'm like, I wanted to say something else. What am I forgetting? It was that. So
Yeah.
that's the
I
reason why I cannot
like
abide.
it was devastating to see Dorinda go home for, like, I mean, that was,
Oh, not Dorinda.
so I mean, I think there's a part of me that's like, it would be hilarious if Tom Sandoval won. Like,
Actually rooting for Tom Sandoval. I'm like, whoever on his team got him to go on this show did this man the biggest favor,
yeah,
because
Yes.
I'm seeing all these videos of people who are like watching with their boyfriends and their husbands, and they don't know Sandoval. They
right.
don't know the story, the lore behind Tom Sandoval, and they're like, "This guy's really funny. I'm rooting for him."
Yeah, like I guess maybe there's just like there's something so funny about someone accidentally winning because they're so stupid, and I
Dumb,
like
so dumb.
brilliant.
Oh my gosh, this is so funny. I will end by saying, watching him saying he's musically inclined, that last episode took me out.
That's honestly, if anybody has not watched Traders and you just want to get a nice little intro to Traders, watch the latest episode in season 3. And if that doesn't get you to keep watching, I don't know what will.
No, it is funny. It's funny. Anyways, I'm having such a fun time. I forgot. Like, I need to get Laura and Francesca
Yes,
up here. So, Kelly and Becky, thank you so much for doing the live. I'll
bye,
talk to
friends.
y'all
Thanks for having
soon. All
me.
right. So I'm gonna see now if Substack, okay, we're gonna see if Substack can get me these other gals up. I completely thought I'm having so much fun talking about traitors. But if you're just joining me live, I'm going to try and get Francesca and Laura up. We'll see how this works. Okay. But let us know in the comments where you're watching us from, but also tell us what you're reading and what are you watching. Because the one thing Becky, Kelly, and myself had in common is Traitors. We're loving Traitors US for television shows, but clearly NBC Universal needs to cut us a check. Okay, they need to cut us a check because we just spent however long hyping up their shows. But anyway, we have Laura and Francesca here. Laura, what are you reading? What are you watching? You had an opinion on Love is Blind in the comments.
So I have to tell you, I only watched like an episode and a half, and it's a lot of boring things. Like, it's just like getting to know each other. I'm like, I don't care about this. I want the messiness of Love Is Blind. So I'm probably going to 1.5 speed. I ended up watching Apple Cider Vinegar, which is the story of Belle Gibson, who is a fake cancer influencer from about 10 years ago from Australia, and it's all about the cancer wellness influencer grifting part. It's delicious. It's fun. It's different. It's definitely like, it's just like there's a Venn diagram of the grifters. Anna Delvey with like the fabulous lovely in New York City. Then we got Theranos. We got Elizabeth Holmes with the type one, and then we have, who was the other one? We had somebody else. But we have all the grifters, and they're all saying they're all charismatic. They're all like fabulous women, and they're just grifting their way. So I watched this one. It's 6 episodes, it's a limited series. It ends in stuff. It's based on real life people. So if you go down the Wikipedia rabbit hole, you can go find all the things happen in real life. So
Kelly just said, I'm telling you, just fast forward through Love is Blind until you see crying or a proposal. Otherwise, just fast forward. So
Okay.
tips for watching Love is Blind.
Oh, and I'm reading Maxton Hall first book, so Save Me, which is the first. Maxton Hall is a series that it's a German book that's getting translated in English, but it's a series on Amazon Prime. So the first season is there. So I'm reading the first book. I'm trying to see if the book matches the actual book to screen adaptation. So, and it's just
Amazing.
I could Slutty Academia as I actually just do the genres. It's Slutty Academia.
Love it. Francesca, what are
I
you watching and what are you reading?
So I finished watching Younger, the whole 7 seasons. We talked about that last week on our live. And I have some thoughts. I'm probably going to put that in a Substack, but I was not so happy with the last 2 seasons. And that probably has to do with like I was very much team one person. And I had my reasons for not liking the other person. So I don't want to give spoilers here because I'm probably going to put spoiler notices when I do my rant. But I feel like some of the reasons why I didn't like the other person are things that I usually like in books, which is really weird. And I'm still
Ooh,
like sitting with that. Like, why do I not like it in this particular context? But like in books, I'm like, oh, yeah, it's all great. I love it. So maybe it just has to do with the particular characters, but I'm still sitting with that and trying to figure out how I feel about that. So yeah, so I did enjoy it. I do recommend that. I had a lot of fun with it. It's very like funny and lighthearted and all that. The last 2 seasons, not so much, but it's all right. And then reading, so I started about halfway through Our Dear Miss H is on the Case by Violet Marsh, which is a historical romance, comes out in March. I'm not loving it as much, so I've put that down and I picked up
I love that one.
I Got Abducted by Aliens and Now I'm Trapped in a Rom-Com.
I
This is
love
the
that.
vibe. This is the
It's a,
vibe.
oh, listen, that book is a vibe. I'm almost sure I have it on some list somewhere on my Substack. It's a vibe. Let's just say that. It is
Yeah.
a vibe. I
You
had
can
fun with
always
that one.
count on Kimberly Lemming to give you a vibe. So it's, and
Vibe.
actually, I finished one last week that if you like Kimberly Lemon, you would definitely also enjoy. And it's I Accidentally Summoned a Demon Boyfriend by Jessica Cage. So I would say if you like Kimberly Lemon, definitely
Right.
read Jessica Cage.
Jessica. Okay. I'm taking that recommendation. So I got caught up in the traders conversation in the last show with Kelly and Becky show. It was the same live, but we had them on. Apparently Substack has a limit. There's no more than 3 people. So that's why we have the rotation. But if you want to see all 5 of our lovely faces, head on over to YouTube. Okay. I have my notes card, like for real. They'll tell you I come to the live gossip session with notes. So we stay on track. So we are talking about Nora Roberts. Okay, there's a whole thing. She did an interview on the AP. We talk about Colleen Hoover returning to IG, with a little sprinkling of no Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively. 20 years of Twilight. It's the anniversary. If you read this when it just came out, just letting you all know, we are getting older, but it is fine. Okay. New editions. Let me know your thoughts on the new editions. We'd love to hear from you. The narrator for Sunrise on the Reaping. We got a celebrity from Yellowstone in the mix. We talk about Akatar being cancelled as it relates to Hulu. I'm sure the author will be shopping it around. We talk about all of that and share all our thoughts over on YouTube. So head over to YouTube to watch the full video. It's about 40 minutes. And Kelly is petitioning to start a weekly traders discussion. And listen, I'm here for it. Let's do it every Monday. How about that? Let
Yeah.
us reconvene after the weekend and let's talk traders for a good 15 minutes, 20 minutes on a Monday because I want to talk about it. I can't watch it during the week. I have to watch it when I'm doing chores. But I'm here for the show. I know it's not like last season, but it's still a vibe. I'm also enjoying Housewives, which Housewives of New York ended, in my mind, good riddance. We had a reunion, we're done. Salt Lake City is over, but excellent season, okay? Excellent season, 10 out of 10, 0 notes. We're all coming in. Reunion for Potomac is happening right now. Karen was not there. We had a Karen video with her looking disheveled, no makeup, crazy wig, fur hat, but then we got a glammed one. Okay, so producers were trolling us. I'm just letting you all know. And Beverly Hills is Beverly Hills. That's it. So, anyways, looking forward to the traders discussion. I'm holding Kelly and Becky to it. But until then, head on over to YouTube to just hear all of the bookish tea. We are going to be going live again on YouTube because, again, YouTube limits how many of us can be here. So go to YouTube to watch the 5 of us. But Thursday, we're going to be sharing book recommendations, 12 noon Eastern time. Be sure to join us there. Be sure to follow our Substacks. Okay, you find one of us, you'll find all of us because we do recommend each other. And we talk about a variety of different things. If you have any topics you want us to cover, send us a message. Let us know because we want to include you as well. One last check in the chat. Oh, so Kelly's asking a good question. Okay, yes, everyone is loving the traitors discussion petition. Yes. Should I start Salt Lake City from the beginning? No.
No.
Off the hook. No, you don't need to start from the beginning. Laura, where would you recommend? I'd say season 4.
No, actually, you need to watch when Jen Shaw gets arrested from the parking lot
Season
of
3. So season 3.
3, and it's midway season 3. You can just skip the beginning. Look for when Jen Shaw is about to get arrested because that's when I started. It's a great beginner because you got to see the magic of the parking lot of the Beauty Lab Laser and the Sprinter van and the calling of the 5 lawyers and trying to figure out what the fuck is happening. So that's when you start. You get the whole Jen Shaw drama because then you understand Monica and then you understand Angie and then you see the rise of Angie, the arc of Angie, which
Listen,
is
we love Angie. We love Angie. Okay, we love our Greek goddess, me. Okay, and I love that Angie loves Mary. Okay, or problematic church lady.
yeah.
I knew a lot of Marys growing up. So if you're new to Salt Lake City, start at season 3. So that's the gen of it all. I had on this morning my t-shirt, mentally in the beauty lab and laser parking lot. I'm like, did I throw it down anywhere around here? No. it's,
That's
it's
what
in
you
my
want
car.
to do. Then you understand the whole and the beauty lab and laser is actually owned by Heather Gay, by one of the housewives. So it's all connected. It's all connected.
It's all connected. So because we just wrapped season 5. So we just wrapped this one. Last year, season 4 was a Monica season.
Yeah.
Season 3 was Jen going to jail
Yeah.
season. No, I think it's season 2 was the parking lot thing. No, it's 3. It's 3. It's 3. Never mind. Anyways, you don't need to watch Salt Lake from the beginning. Do not watch
No,
New
no,
York.
it's season 2. It's season 2 because
2, that's what I'm saying.
then she claims in season 3 that she's innocent. You can skip innocent.
Right.
Innocent
You can skip the
we don't care
innocent.
about that.
Yeah.
She's not innocent, obviously. But we get the black eye, which was a dumbass storyline.
It was really bad.
I would say watch the episode when Jen Shaw gets arrested, and then skip it over to season 4 because then you know then you just know like it's the aftermath of Jen Shaw going to jail.
Yeah. Yeah, season 3 is the Monica season. So last season, this season.
The Monica season is great.
Yeah. That's great. What else are y'all watching? Let us know. But again, we're gonna sign off because if my phone rings one more time, Substack, can we go live on our computers? That would be really, really helpful. But anyways, I hope you all are having a great start to your week. Have a great rest of your Monday. Subscribe to our channels. And yeah, we'll talk to you in the next live. All right, everyone. Bye.
Bye.